Okay, guys, welcome back. Welcome to the first chapter of this journey. This is the three fundamental components of cold conversion hacks. What are the components? One, landing pages. Two, email templates and sequences. Three, our Facebook ads. Now, of these three, how do they work together in order for us to make money? Well, one, our Facebook ads is what's going to be the tip of our spear. It's what's going to go out and find us people that are interested in whatever offering that we're going to give them in exchange for their information. Our first part is obviously identifying the Facebook target audience, writing the everything from the headlines to the ad text to selecting images or videos. There's a lot of different ways. Age groups. I mean, everything is testable, and really when we get into the elements, and fundamentals of Facebook ads, that's where we're going to break each one of those down. So for now, understand that really everything everything from, in my opinion, from the Facebook ads to the emails to the landing pages, everything's an element. And when we look at it in that way, we're able to go and we're able to say, okay, in this, at the top of the funnel, at the middle of the funnel, the bottom of the funnel, we have a certain criteria that or objective that we're trying to achieve, and that landing page is there to do so. So let's start at the top of the funnel. The top of the funnel is going to be a simple squeeze page that someone's going to come to. If you don't know what a squeeze page is yet, don't worry. We'll get into that and we'll get into the fundamentals on the next course section. But for now, understand that everything that we do is an element. And when you look at it as such, you have let's go back to the top of the funnel example. At the top of the funnel, you're looking at doing things like breaking down the headline, the image, the call to action, and the subparagraph. So you really want to keep it simple at the top of the funnel. There's nothing really fancy. You don't want to give the user a lot of things or a lot of options to do. You just want to have them be able to complete the one action, which is to give their name, potentially, it's optional, and primarily their email address. So moving on to emails, same thing here, guys. It's all elements. We want to test everything, and we're going to test everything. Everything's split test. And some people say, how do you split test? How are you changing things? You're changing it gradually and one by one. And once you understand that everything is an element inside of that component, then you understand that, hey, the headline, we're going to take that, and whether the headline says 5-week course breakdown or breakdown of week 1 through 5 on courses, whatever. I mean, it can say really anything, and you can spin it as many times as you want. But the idea is to say the same thing, but be able to take it and change how it's set, because the audience is going to respond differently to it, each and every time. And it can either be positive or negative. We don't know until we test, and that's why we test everything. The landing pages, same thing, and it kind of goes back to headlines, ad text, images, calls to action, everything that we have on that page and the way that we represent it, especially once we get into like the middle funnel or we get into the bottom funnel where we're talking about sales pages, sales, squeezers. We're using incentives to bring people back through retargeting. If you don't know what retargeting is, once again, we'll get into that in the next couple of things, but everything's going to be a sequence. And the idea, once again, of this course is to show you how to use these three core components. It's not everything. I mean, keep in mind that we could get into more advanced stuff, where we use other channels, multiple channels, in order to achieve retargeting, all kinds of things. That's where we'll get. That's where you would build on from this course right here. But right now, we're going to focus on getting you sales conversions ratios. And let's think of it this way. The old mantra is that, for every, 100, let's say we're stockbrokers on Wall Street. The idea is that you're going to have your call list, and for every 100 people you call, you're going to talk to 10 of them, out of which 10 of those you're looking to get one person to bite. Same thing here. We're just looking to get people to bite on the lead side. We're using our Facebook ads in conjunction with our landing pages in order to entice them to do that. And once we have them on the hook, that's where we then use our email sequences, where we use a give, then ask method in order to get the user to matriculate through the process of decision making and making that buying decision. From there, we're going to take, that's where we bring in retargeting campaigns and other things. That's really more mid-funnel, late funnel, which we'll get into all that in future videos. But for now, the three core fundamental components of our system, like I said, is landing pages, emails, and our advertising. Our ads is what's driving the people to our landing page. Our landing page is what's going to entice them to go ahead and give us that information, trust us with it, in order to get the information like an ebook or a sign up for a webinar, whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to give something to them in return for their information. And then from that point, that's where we get into the conversion side. So once we get into the conversions section on this course, that's where we're going to really get into sales funnels, our process, and how we're going to tie these things up together. But for now, understand that these three core things is what's going to drive our online business sales.